As y'all see, Portugal drew 0-0 with Colombia, bruh. And I want to start off right off the bat before we even get into anything, just straight up my opinion. That was the best goalless draw I have ever seen. The football, bro, was spectacular. I don't care. I know people in the comments are like, oh, goalless draw. If you watch that game and it looked like the fans were como los aficionados estaban reaccionando todo el partido, bro. They love this game. I love this game. As obviously I was going for Portugal, but I love this game, bro. It was a great both halves, right? But that first half, it was box to box, back and forth game. There was attacks, there was saves, there was defensive efforts, there was physicality. I loved it, bro. Hard physical defending, especially from both teams. Well, both teams, especially from Vega. What's his name? I think his first name. Renato Vega from Villarreal. That boy was a physical as hell today, and the Colombia team was straight up roughing up Ronnie, bruh. Like Ronnie got hit 1,000 times today in that first half, but this game was incredible, bro. Colombia in the first half, they were defending in a 4-4-2 mid block, and then when attacking, bro, they had James as like a right wing. They had him as a right wing, right? Hold on, let me go back to OBS. Stream. They had him as a right wing, right? James. But this dude would go all the way on the left, like left mid. He wouldn't even go to where Lucho was at, because Lucho was left wing. He'd play a little bit behind him, and he would overload with Lucho. So either if Portugal came to press him, right, he would just pass it to Lucho, and they had one-on-ones. Or if they went to go after Lucho and they were like trying to cover him, he would have enough time to find passes, penetrative passes to attack the goal, bro. And it just gave and then it gave Santiago Arias, because since he was on right wing, but he's playing on the left side, it gave Santiago Arias, the right back, all the right flank. That boy was everywhere. He was tracking back, he was going forward. His right flank was his, and I think the manager's name is Nestor Lorenzo. He gave Lucho and James the freedom to go anywhere, because I saw James was all the way over here, and then Lucho would also go on the right side, so they would exchange, or sometimes, or like mostly they would stay in the same position, or sometimes Lucho would go over there, but it was mostly they were staying in that left side so they could overload. And I was just like, damn, bro. I liked this Colombia team. We're gonna talk about more about them like a little more on later, but Portugal, they had a back two. It was Ruben Diaz and Vega, and then the two fullbacks when João Cancelo was in the game. Ruben Neves was coming in to help, helping the fullbacks. They were high. Vitinha was dropping in. Bruno was behind Chris, and then both rings were trying to get one-on-one, which is João in the first half and Pedro Neto. They're trying to get their one-on-ones, especially Pedro Neto. In that first half, there was no goals, but it was entertaining the game. Second half. What was going on in the second half? No, I was tracking my stuff. Second half. Roberto Martinez, coach for Portugal. Pretty sure I don't want to butcher his name. Roberto Martinez. I don't like the guy. But anyways, Roberto Martinez in the second half, he took off Cancelo, and he took off João Neves and replaced him with Diego Dalot and João Neves. That he switched up a few of his things. Now he had a back three with Dalot as the right center back, Vega, and then, or no, it was Diaz and then Vega. That was the three. Then you had Vitinha and João Neves as the double pivots. Felix came in the middle. He went more inside in the middle with Bruno, and then Nuno had all the left flanked by himself. And then on the right, Pedro Neto had the whole right to himself, and then Cristiano Bicho was center as the lone striker, bro. Colombia was the same. They were defending in a 4-4-2, and they were defending, and then when they're on the attack, same thing. James would go until he got obviously subbed off, but it was basically the same thing till those subs. What else happened? Diogo Costa, man of the match. He's the only reason Colombia didn't score in this game, bro. Let's go look at his stuff. I want y'all to see it though. So let me hold up. Where am I at? No, it's Portugal. Colombia. Okay, there we go. Wanna see y'all? He got man of the match too on football, and he got man of the match from Michelob Ultra. Who's texting me? Oh. Anyways, 6 saves this game. 6 games, 0 conceded, bro. 0 goals conceded. Accurate long balls, accurate passes, diving saves 3, saves inside the box 2, throws 4, recovery 6, clearances 1, 32 touches. But the main one was the 6 saves from Diogo Costa, bro. Without him, they lose this game, bro. Colombia was unlucky not to score this game. They were unlucky not to score this. And we're going to see the whole stats for them. But they were unlucky that they didn't score this game, bro. Crazy, bro. Diogo Costa, he's the main reason that these boys didn't win. Now let's get back to my thing. Yes. Instagram. And then, oh my God, man. So that was him. And now another thing I think Roberto Martinez should have done is that he should have started Rafael Leao. He should have started him for the game, or he should have brought him at least sooner than the 70 minutes, bro. In the second half, should have brought him on. Because his pace and how physical he is and how big he was giving the Colombians problems, bro. Especially Arias. Oh, I just forgot my boy's name, his first name. The 4, bro. Oh my God, hold up. Let me go back. Let me search him up right now. Arias, Santiago Arias, bro. He was giving him problems with his physicality, and I didn't realize that either. How big he is, bro, and he's so fast for how big he is. He was giving him trouble, and let's actually check how much what was his stats, or what was what's his name? What was Rafael Leao's thing? Whoa. Colombia. Where you at? Yeah, Rafael Leao, 20 minutes. Only with 20 minutes, bro. Chances created 0. How many target shots? Well, in the stat, 18, 1. Successful dribbles, 3 out of 3. Passes to the final third, 1. He's only dispossessed 2 ice. Bro, he only dispossessed twice, bro. I feel like he contributed more right when he came in, especially with that successful dribbles. He was just getting past dudes. We see how Zhao had. Zhao, he created also 0 chance, but it was in 70 minutes, bruh. In 70 minutes, he had 3 shots. I think they were all off target. Yeah, there was 0 out of 2. He didn't no successful dribbles, bruh. Passing to the final third 2, and that boy Rafael Leao came in, already had 3. So, bruh, like I was. No. He should have started Rafael Leao, bro. He should have started with him. Don't know why he didn't, but he just didn't, bro. Which is, I don't like that, bro. Oh, my bad. You guys are seeing my things, but anyways, I think Colombia overall played better this game, bro. They deserved this win, bro. As much as I love Ronnie and I picked Portugal to be the runners up in this tournament, Colombia played better. They had more chances. I'm pretty sure they did. Let's actually go look at it because I don't remember if they did. Stats. They had more possession, so Colombia had more possession at 55% to Portugal's 45%. They had better XG at 1.63 to 0.7. 24 total shots to Portugal's 13. 6 on target to Portugal's 2. 35 touches in the opposition box compared to Portugal's 13. So, how about defense? They even defensively were better. 14 tackles. Portugal did have more interceptions, 11, and more clearances. So that shows you that attacking wise, though, Colombia was better, and I'd say defensively, they were pretty good as well, bro. But like I was saying, bro, Colombia, more chances. They were unlucky at times. Portugal was defending well. Diogo Costa had more saves than everybody. He was the man of the match. That's the only reason they boys didn't score. And then sometimes, like the Ruben Diaz save that they had, and obviously the penalty that they didn't give, or the offsides they didn't give. It was a header, but they didn't score it. I think his toe was off. I'm gonna try to look that up on Instagram and see if I can find that right now. But I don't think that was really big of the game because I think he was offsides. But we'll look more into that. But Colombia for sure deserved this victory, bro. And Portugal really struggled in getting through the back line of Colombia. That was weird. My chat just got me off. But anyways, I'm gonna give them. They were just really struggling, but they just could not break them. They could not get through Colombia, and I want to obviously credit to Colombia's defense. They were very physical, especially with Cristiano. But they were really physical with them. Cristiano didn't do a lot of run throughs, not run throughs. They're like when they run the run ins, from the back line. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm mixing it up right now because I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped, bro. Or run-ins from behind. There you go. He didn't do a lot of that, and Cristiano just doesn't do that. He was actually dropping up, trying to get the link-up play, but it was hard, bro, because the Colombia they were defending very physical, and they just couldn't. Portugal couldn't do that, bro. Like they had chances, and Vitinha was trying to do things, and they were trying to generate, but they just couldn't push through. They couldn't break Colombia, and Colombia, bro, they're my new dark horses, low-key, bro. They're my new dark horses to go far. Bro. Because damn, if we're gonna look at their bracket right now. But the way they're these boys, bro. These boys were one. They needed a draw, and they got it right. They drew and they won the group. They didn't need to score. I literally thought in the beginning of the game they were going to be pragmatic. They were going to be conservative. I was like, they're probably just going to, we'll play for a 0-0 or we'll just play for a draw, bro. We don't need to risk anything. These boys got out here and started attacking and tried to win the game. Unlike Norway, these boys were trying to win the group. Portugal was trying to win the group because now they're going to have a gauntlet. But I respect Colombia, bro. I like these ways the boys were playing. I love the way James is playing. I think he was man of the match. Let's go and actually look at his stats. What was it? What was James, bro? I mean, he was man of the match for Colombia. I think he was their best player on the pitch today. Does football rate him the same? Football does rate him the same at 7.8. He had 5, bro. He created 5 chances. This boy did. We had a few shots. He had 1 shot on target. What else did he have? 85 touches, 2 successful dribbles, 2 out of 2, passing the final third, 17. But the one you most need is that he created 5 chances, bruh. And that is factos. James was the best player, in my opinion, for Colombia. I think he's the best player on the pitch. Obviously, Diogo Costa is a goalkeeper. He was defending. He was goalkeeping, keeping all the saves. But I think on the pitch, the best player was James in that roaming role, going on the left side, overloading, penetrative passes, creating chances. Bro's like 34, I think. How old is he? Yeah, he's 34. He plays for Minnesota, bro. Like, and bro's creating this. What I don't know, bro. Something about James and playing in the World Cup for Colombia, it just brings the best out of him. Remember 2014? And that's when we bombed, bro. He was the goal in 2014, bro. And then him and Ronnie chopping it up, bro. And bros. There are bros. And I was James, bro. I don't know. My bro just went on a time machine and came back. But he was the best player on the pitch today, bro. And I don't know, bro. Colombia, we're going to look at their knockout stage right now, see what side of the bracket they're on. But I think I have them as my dark horses right now, bro. The way these boys can play. If they play Argentina, and I think if they play them either quarterfinals or round of 16. Bro, I bet on Colombia to win that. They had that match in 2014. I remember for Copa America. I know obviously Argentina won, but I forgot how the game went. I think it was 1-0, bro. And they got their goal very late. Argentina did, bro. Copa America 2024 final. Yeah, he was in extra time. Who scored in the 112th minute? 112th minute, my boy. So I think if they were to go, bro, I would take Colombia. I just love the way these boys were attacking. They had a great tactical format or setup. Nestor Lorenzo, he knew what they wanted to do. He's like, I want James and Lucho to free roam me. Arias, you take the right, you defend, you track back, you give us crosses. Davidson, Puertas, Lerma. That's my boy's name, I think. Let me go back. Yeah, Lerma, Puerta. They're two midfielders. Davidson. Is it Lukumi? Ulusumi. Them boys, Machado on the left. Vargas had some saves today. Cordoba was hella physical, bruh. The hold-up play that he was doing today, getting the long balls from the goalkeeper, bringing them down. Bro, Colombia is good, bruh. And I'll take them going against Argentina. I take Colombia. I wanted them to win Copa America. I wanted these boys to win, bruh. Please, bruh. If you go against Argentina, bro, please Colombia win. Please. And I'd take them. And it's not even like a prayer. They could actually take them. The way these boys are playing attacking, the way these boys are playing team football. And I think if you take Messi out of it, if you like target him and focus point on him and be like, we're going to take you out of the game, Argentina will struggle. And I think Colombia can do that. Now let's see if they do. But I think they can, bro. Come on. Come on, Colombia. Now let's actually go look at the things because Portugal now have to go through a gauntlet. A gauntlet. Let's see if I can find it on Instagram. But they have to go through a gauntlet now. Looks like they're going to go against Croatia. What is this? Is this the full thing? What? Oh, yeah. We got to wait for the other games. But it's mostly all confirmed, right? Bruh. Okay. Whoa. Let me fix my thing. Bruh. Put myself in the middle. Okay, here we go. All right. So where are you, Portugal? Portugal now, look. Their bracket, they might face France. They got the Netherlands. They got Spain. They could face Spain in the quarter. In the round of 16, bro. Round of 16. My gosh, bro. And they got USA and Belgium. I mean USA, but like Spain, bro. And France and Germany. What are the guys from Instagram, bro? The day that you were born. My activity. Has England's thing being fulfilled yet? It looks like England. They're not going to face England, but they're still got to face Croatia, which is not easy, bro. But then you go against, you possibly going to go against Spain, and you got France in the quarters, I believe, right? That'd be in the quarters. This is round of 16, and this is quarters, and this is semi, right? Yeah. So, dang, bro. Oh, that's hard. But then that's for Portugal. So they got a gauntlet to face. But now going to Colombia, they got Ghana, and they'd possibly face Argentina in the quarters. Correct? Yeah. I mean, I want Capo Verde to win. But like I said, bro, if they get Argentina in the quarters, I bet put your money on Colombia. Let's see how today Argentina plays. I don't think Messi's going to play today. Let's see how they play. Bro, but Colombia, they got some dogs. They could play well. And I bet, I'm pretty sure Argentina would be the favorite, and Colombia would be the underdog. So I put money on Colombia to win. Come on, Colombia. Vamos, Colombia. To be Argentina, bro. Please, bro. Please. I got him, bro. The way these boys can play football. Oh my God, bro. Colombia played well today. I like to watch these boys play. These boys were playing great today. And I don't want to take anything from Portugal. The only thing I'm taking away is that it took them forever to break Colombia. Now Colombia played great. I mean, they didn't break Colombia. Now Colombia played great defensively. I'll give them all that. But you're Portugal, bro. The way your squad, I think they could have been more creative. They could have been more what's it called? I'll go with that one right now. They could have been more creative. They could have found different approaches, not just the same thing back passes. I think Cristiano could have done more. He could have dropped more, try to find those 1-2s with guys, but they didn't do that. They're pretty stagnant. They stay in their own ways. They're stubborn. I think they got to change a few things, create different things because it's not working. So let's see if Portugal does that or not. We will see. But I think I come out more of this with Colombia, that they could be real dark horses, especially on this side of the bracket. They could be anybody on this side, bruh. The way they're playing, they could be anybody. They just got unlucky today. They just got that Costa saves, but I think already saying, and we're going to talk about this, I think they could be Brazil or Japan. I think Japan's going to upset Brazil. So then they could be Japan. I think they could be Norway. They could be us. They could be Mexico. They have a great chance versus England. And then Argentina is the real big dog. And I'm already saying I think they could upset them. So come on, give me Colombia. Give me Colombia, guys. Please, Colombia. Please. Please, bro. Please. We'll see, though. We'll see how it goes. And then these are the boys hanging out. The boys are backing down. Let me see. So let me show y'all. Overlay, no chat. Screen. Bro. Move me. There we go. Look at the boys hanging out, bro. Look at the boys hanging out. What else was I trying to find Instagram? I'll try to find something. You belong. Yeah. First World Cup win. Woo! But yeah, that sucks, bro. That's the only thing that we're not getting is that Ronaldo and Messi quarterfinals, bro. That would have fed families, bro. That would have fed. We're not gonna get it though. We're not gonna get it, bro. As it stands, what about where to go confirm? I should have gone to confirm first, but then it's still the same thing. But mostly everything is in position already. So, damn, bro. Come on, Colombia.